tonight I'm going to talk to you about taking care of your carbon fiber. I like to do this on any new carbon fiber part I get, or and sometimes anything that I've had for a while. Well, what I do is I just touch it up to maintain it. Believe it or not, carbon fiber, the shiny part won't absorb water, but carbon fiber itself along the edges can absorb water. Also, you'll go to a lot of races if the back end of the track, the slow down part, is not long enough. A lot of people end up going off the track, being gravel. I will never understand why anybody would ever put a carbon fiber chassis in gravel. I mean, that's just beyond me. I can't fathom it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to reinforce it, reinforce the edges to keep it from splintering. A lot of times you hit something with the end of a carbon fiber, it could splinter, it could split, and this may keep you from having braking issues. Because face it, every one of us at one point in time, we're going to wreck a car, and every one of us at one point in time, if not already, are going to have carbon fiber parts on our cars. So the video I put out earlier, I talked about having a scour pad, some fine sandpaper, even a kitchen sponge, something like that. What we're going to do is I'm going to show you. I'll do it with you. Fingernail file. Let's see. This one says, you totally rule. You totally rule. My daughter's. But anyways, don't tell her. So what we do is we'll take this, and you don't have to get real aggressive with it, but when you're going to run it down the side here and just kind of get it kind of smooth. You want to brush it on there just to smooth it down, because sometimes some carbon fiber, especially if it's not very well cut, can have some stringy, some sharp edges. But you see, I'm just really lightly just smoothing it. And I just want it smooth. And once you get it smooth, I mean, I don't know if you can see, but on my finger, the black crap right there in the crease of my finger, that'll come off the carbon fiber. And that's just from very lightly rubbing it. This dark here is on another car I used on another car. So you don't have to go very hard. If you go hard, you can end up taking it and rounding the edges, and that's okay. But then you stand more of a chance of having issues with it, you know, splintering and stuff. But anyways, you take it and you're just going to gradually smooth it out like that just to get it smooth. Then you can wipe it with your fingers, your hand. I prefer not to use your fingers, because carbon fiber is just like fiberglass. It will get you. But anyways, just little cloths. A trick, these are microfiber towels. I don't like to buy very many items when it comes to going to the stores because I'm a tightwad. But let me show you something. This microfiber towel. Everybody at least knows where Walmart is, right? It's a box. $9.99. 40 microfiber towels. They pull out just like a tissue box. Get them at Walmart back in the automotive section. Totally worth the money. Totally worth it. If you haven't got them, just get you some. This is not an advertisement either. I had to pay for it. But anyways, we'll get into it. So I told you that you would need a scouring pad or something. We did that. We smoothed out just a little bit of edge. I also told you you'll need some CA glue. Maybe some heavy, some thick, some thin. It's whatever you like to work with. CA glue, cotton swab, Q-tips, whatever people call them. But what I do is I take some CA glue and I put it on the Q-tip. Just to get a little wet. And I use a thick so that it holds to everything and nothing runs off. And you take that and you get the side of your carbon fiber here, right? And you want this, and literally you're just gonna go around the carbon fiber, covering it all with CA glue around the edge. And whenever your CA glue starts to run a little thin, put some more on there. As you can see, you see how it's let me set this to the side. You see how right here it's dull, but right here it gets shiny. Now you see I got a little speck there, but right here where it's shiny, you're actually sealing off the carbon fiber, and you're actually reinforcing it as well. you're making the carbon fiber tighter right there in that corner by sealing it off. A lot of your dirt oval racers, all of our chassis are carbon fiber chassis. So it's a real proven practice to do. We'll put some more on. Got some bubble, but no big deal. And just disregard this piece of carbon fiber I'm using. It's actually a top plate for a Team Associated B44.3. Couple generations old. But anyways, yeah, you just continue to go around that, and you're just sealing the carbon fiber off. It will help amazingly whenever if you hit something with the car, with the corner of the carbon fiber, it actually holds it together, keeps it from splintering. I mean, you're reinforcing it just like how you see some people do when they tag nails or screws in at an angle, toenail them on a piece of wood and put it in. But so what you'll do is you'll go all the way around the piece of carbon fiber. I'm sure almost all of us have a piece of carbon fiber on something we're running. So again, I figured this will be an easy short video for me to walk you through. You see how shiny it is now? How dull it is over here. You can see the difference. Sealed off, not sealed off. Just do that. Go around all the edges that you can. If you want, you can always do a second coat. I generally don't if I get a good first layer. But if I'm using thin CA glue, then yeah, I might hit it a couple times. Also, when it comes to CA glue, cheap, simple trick. How many of y'all go online and order your CA glue from manufacturers such as Proline, AKA, I mean Hobbytown, A-Main? I mean, a lot of people go online and they buy that CA glue. Let's see. So I'll show you this. This is from Action Hobbies. This place is in Colorado, but you got this CA glue bottle. Now it looks a little different because it's foam safe is the only difference in the name. But when you do that, you go to these hobby shops and you pay, let's see, I paid $9 for that. Or Hobby Lobby over by the airbrush paints and your not Tamiya paints, but what brand they carry now. Over by your paints and stuff, they have CA glue. It's the exact same, maybe not as this because it's foam safe, but when you go buy CA glue at a hobby shop, most of the time it's this exact same bottle. The only difference is right across here where it says Extreme Power. Most hobby shops put their own label on there. The only difference is the label that's on it. Great glue. If you're running low, don't go online and order it. Especially if you live in, closer to a town that's got a Hobby Lobby. Just go to Hobby Lobby, pick you up some glue. I mean, some CA. It's super easy. Cheap, half the price. Another thing with CA glue, generally you want to keep it somewhere cold and dark. I know it seems weird, but keep it somewhere that's kind of cool and darker. I know some people used to keep this stuff in the refrigerator, which works. I mean, works fine. It keeps it safe. But as soon as it starts to turn a color, I don't have any here, because as soon as it starts to turn a color, toss it. Get rid of it. It's junk. I mean, it'll still work a little bit, but you take a big chance of it turning loose. So it's not worth having if it's already turning brown. So what else? Oh, Lexan. Some people like to make their own spoilers, their own wings, their own accessories. Also, Hobby Lobby. I mean, they got Lexan. They've got up to, I believe they got 030 there. And they may have 040. And they've also got polyacrylic. I mean, you can get up to 4mm thick polyacrylic at Hobby Lobby, over just across from the models. The models are on one gondola shelf, whatever you want to call it. And just across from it, you've got all your stuff for, you got the little sanding little sanding toothpicks, pretty much. You got glues, paints, all that stuff. Also, Hobby Lobby carries an accelerator. A lot of guys have been in a hobby for a long time, call it a kicker. You put this stuff on, and it's wet, and you hit it with that kicker, you just spray, and it instantly hardens. So that's a good thing. But don't ever throw Hobby Lobby out. I mean, it's a place that's going to have a lot of your general little items like that you don't have to go online and buy. You don't have to buy them from anything like that. Granted, I support these large companies. I would rather go to my local hobby shop to buy it, because always try to support your local hobby shop. If your local hobby shops go out of business, then, I mean, it really hurts the sport, because if there's something you need in an emergency or something like that, I mean, if the hobby shop's gone, there's people there that aren't going to, you know, there's not going to be anything there waiting on you. So I know this was kind of a quick video tonight. I mean, nothing crazy. Something so simple as, you know, coating the side of your carbon fiber. See how it's still pretty shiny? It's dry. But that right there will withstand quite a bit more impact than that. I mean, that can splinter everything. That right there, you'll be amazed how much stouter that little bit makes it. It looks good too. It makes it shiny. Thanks, everybody. Have a good evening.